A very good morning to all. Today we are going to start our second poem, Fire and Ice, from First Flight by Robert Frost. A small introduction I'll give you about Robert Frost. Robert Frost, his full name was Robert Lee Frost. He was an American poet who was much admired for his depictions for the rural life of New England. Also, he was the best loved poet in 20th century. He was born on 26th March 1874 in San Francisco, California. As you know that he was one of the most famous poet in the 20th century. His notable works are The Road Not Taken, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, After Apple Picking, Storm Fear, The Death of the Hired Man, A Boy's Will. These are his notable works. And also he got the title Poet Laureate. So this is the short description about our poet. Now let's move to the poem. The first stanza. Some say the world will end in fire, and some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So according to the poet, here there are definitely many ideas about how the world will end. Some say the world will end in fire. Here the fire stands for greed, lust, conflict and fury. Fury means anger. And some say in ice. Here ice stands for cruelty, rigidity and coldness, indifference and hatred. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. So here our poet is favored with fire. Desire means he is wishing. So here there are definitely many ideas about how the world will end. I do believe that the world will end someday, as anything that has a beginning will have an end. This stands true for the world also. If the sun got so hot that it burst, and the world of the earth would perish. Perish means die. Immediately, as no part of the earth can bear the heat of that intensity. But if the sun grew colder and colder, everything will come to an end as without sunlight, and life will end. In both situations, it is not good, even though fire is not good and ice. So here in these lines, the poetic devices used in the poem. In the first two lines, alliteration is used. What is alliteration? Alliteration means repetition of initial consonant sounds in the same line. For example, some say. Okay, in the second line, some say, and in the fourth line, favor fire. In the first line, world will. Like that, it means repetition of initial consonant sound in the same line. So alliteration means that. So now next move to the second stanza. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction eyes. To say that for destruction eyes is also great and would suffice. Here suffice means, as I told you, perish means die. Suffice means be sufficient. And as you know, destruction means rooting out or wiping out. Destruction means you know. So here in this stanza, According to the poet, the world will end due to the fire, which symbolizes desire. But if the world had to end twice, in the second time when it have to end, then it will be due to the hatred symbolized by ice. The poet feels that there is enough hatred in the world that is spreading among the people. This hatred will end the world one day. So here, according to the poet, the world will end. If the second time it is going to be end, it is going to be end by hatred. So here the poetic device used in the poem is paradox. In the second stanza, paradox means a true statement but which seems untrue. The statement is true but it seems untrue. For example, the first line, but if it had to perish twice. The crystal clear message that the poet is trying to give is that nothing in this world is eternal. The poet first concludes that the world must end in fire after considering his personal experience with desire and passion, the emotions of fire, but at the same time, ice or hatred can also bring total destruction of this world. We should thus not forget this supreme reality and keep ourselves above all selfish matters.